Last time on Power Rangers, while Zed cast an evil spell causing everyone at Angel Grove High to sleep, the Power Rangers teleported to another planet in search of the ancient statue with its mystical power. Then Lord Zed and Goldar flew off in Serpentera to unleash their dastardly plan. Can the Power Rangers and their friends find a way to defeat Zed? Find out in the exciting conclusion of the Power Transfer on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers next.
Grab your cereal, let's relive the past. Oh yeah! Cartoon heroes, the memories last. Alex and Josh got the humor, it's a blast. Kick back, enjoy, have a blast fast. Slush Ice Saturday, let's groove today. Hooray! Cartoon classics make our worries fly away. Zelda and my pet monster, what they gotta say. Hey, tune in and let the review slay.
Good morning and happy Saturday, and welcome back to the Trax Playhouse. Josh and I have been sent on a mission from Zordon to hopefully complete the power transfer. Josh, are you up for this mission?
Yeah, I'm just worried that at some point I'm going to be talking and somebody else's voice is going to come through. Like on this episode when it's obviously not Jason, Trini, and Zach talking.
The Trini footage matchup where it shows her back in the command center where she's like, "We can't go to the peace conference. We have to stay," is egregious. It's really bad.
Yeah, I'll hand it to them. Like some of the they did their best with their budget, and at times it was convincing. But I like how when they finally transferred, it's like, okay, Trini, Zach, Jason, you will do good. Get the F out of here. Go. And then we see him in the viewing globe, and it doesn't even look like them getting out of the car.
Yeah, they look like they're
right.
the viewing globe. Zordon has a cell phone, like a razor, with the very first video technology that they're viewing the departing Rangers on. It's like super grainy, super terrible. You can't even tell it's them, right?
Man, whenever Billy leaves in Zeo towards the end, he sends a video back from a spaceship on his way to Aquitar, and it's him, but the voice that comes through is like, "I've always enjoyed being a Power Ranger, guys. I'm gonna miss you." It's like, what? Who the hell was that?
As soon as he went to Aquitar, his balls finally dropped.
I guess so. It was much deeper than Billy's voice. I think it's so messed up that the reason he left, which we're not going to get into right now, but we both know what it was. He heard a certain word too many times. And when he walks off the set, the storyline they give him is that he moves to another planet to have a relationship with a woman. I think that is so shitty that they went that route.
His character, though, liked females throughout the entire series run.
No, I know, but I mean, they could have said he was going there to help them fight off an evil or become, their mechanic for their Zords or something. But it's like, I've fallen in love and I'm going to move here forever. Goodbye. No, he doesn't even say goodbye. He just says, I've fallen in love with Zestria or whatever her name was. It just felt kind of like a slap in the face to David.
That is a deep dive. I never would have thought of that angle, but that is interesting that you say that. Because they could have said multiple different storylines.
Yeah.
That is interesting. All right, Josh. Today we have a sponsor. We actually have a sponsor for the show today.
Sweet.
Yeah. The Green Ranger himself has decided he wants to sell some more karate tapes, and he is sponsoring today's video. So I think we need to go to that right now.
Let's do it.
Dragon Sword!
Now, for the first time ever, the official Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Karate home video. You all know Tommy as the Green Ranger, fighting the evil forces who battle against him and his fellow Power Rangers. You also know Tommy as the White Ranger,
Morphin time.
But now you too can discover all Tommy's secrets about the martial arts by watching his very own karate video. This tape introduces you to the martial arts, how to master the art of concentration, plus learn the importance of respect and loyalty. In addition, you can learn every single move of the Green Ranger kata. It's the first step for you to master the physical and mental discipline of all the Power Rangers. Tommy will help you perform these 8 secret steps safely for your friends and your family. It's yours for the taking, only from Saban Home Entertainment.
Josh, you had that tape as a kid, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I got it at Toys R Us. Sure did.
Was it sold?
There was
it
not
sold by itself, Josh? Was it sold?
It was in they had like a VHS section, and it was by itself. I think it was like $4.99, and which was cheap for a VHS. It was only like an hour long, but I got it home, and I knew it was like him doing karate, but I thought it was going to be like mixed with some Power Ranger stuff or whatever. But it's just a stationary camera filming a karate class with Jason David running the class. It's like I already took karate back then. I took Goju, and I was like, this is boring.
Are you speaking? Are you making disparaging comments about today's show sponsor, Josh?
I'm just saying he could have made it a little more exciting. The Green Ranger, not Jason David. I'm talking about Tommy, since it's the character that's sponsoring us. Yeah.
You better watch what you say on this wonderful, wonderful show sponsor. By the way, all you slashaholics, go out to Toys R Us and get yourself a Green Ranger karate tape.
If they're sold out, go hit up your local Blockbuster or Hollywood Video, because they'll likely have a copy that you can rent.
Yeah, and also, if those 3 places, this will never happen. This will never happen. But if those 3 places don't have it, head to your local Kmart. They should be fully stocked there.
You know, Sears might have some VHS tapes too. Sears might.
And if you get hungry, why don't you, while you're looking for this tape, why don't you go on down to the food court and hit up the Orange Julius?
Oh, and you know what? Stop at a store on the way home, grab some Crystal Pepsi, some High C Ecto Cooler, some turtle pies, and yeah, some of those Mickey Mouse Parade ice cream bars.
Okay. All right. Josh.
We're old.
This episode aired. This was season 2, episode 28. This is the Power Transfer Part 2. Original air date, November 9th, 1994. Our boy is back directing, Jonathan T. Zakor. And last time we did his directing credits, let's do his producing credits now.
Okay, what's he got?
He produced the movie American Ninja 5.
Oh.
The hit film, straight to VHS, American Ninja 5. And he also produced little-known erotic thriller, believe it was a made-for-TV movie, Intimate Stranger.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Oscar-winning Intimate Stranger.
You ever check that out? You ever see Intimate Stranger?
No, I've heard about it. I think I'll pick it up at Blockbuster tonight and check it out.
Same writer from the Power Transfer 1, Judd Lynn. Judd Lynn sounds like a WWE jobber. Judd Lynn. We did his or her, I believe it's a male, their writing credits last time, so let's do their directing credits.
Okay.
Lost Galaxy 2 episodes, In Space 8 episodes, Turbo 8 episodes, Lightspeed Rescue 4 episodes, and that's pretty much all Judd did, was lose to the big name wrestlers on house shows or TV tapings and do Power Rangers stuff. Like, that's it. Only Power Rangers stuff for Judd.
I used to love the jobbers on Monday Night Raw and Superstars back in the day that were like tag teams and completely different outfits. One guy would be like a little skinny dude with a mullet. And then you have like a really big out of shape guy with like this curly black hair and a mustache and beard. And it's like Jeff Smith and Alex Vanover. And, you know, it's like, yeah, they're going to beat Demolition for sure.
No. And I'm getting paid like $9 a match
Yep.
to lose on TV. Um, okay, so this was 30 years, 7 months, and 3 days ago when this
Wow.
premiered as of today.
That's crazy.
Um, we're gonna do a little bit of different stuff with the kind of like pop culture surrounding it. We're gonna do some fun stuff.
Okay.
Josh, top three Billboard singles of 1994. Do you care to venture a guess?
Um, is one of them TLC?
No, but that's a great guess. That's a great guess, but no.
Salt and Pepper?
That's also a great guess, but no.
Michael, no, not Michael Jackson. Of the whole year or just the month?
The whole year.
Garth Brooks.
That's also a great guess, but no.
Wow. 1994, man. Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith. Uh,
Can I tell you? Okay, so number three, "I'll Make Love to You" by Boys to Men.
oh yeah, Boys to Men. Okay, yeah.
Number two was played at every junior high dance that you and I ever went to.
Oh, I like Big
Ever.
Butts.
No, this is like a love song.
Unchained Melody.
No.
I don't know.
It's
I'm not good at this then.
okay. "I Swear" by All for One.
Oh my God, 94. Yep.
This is 94.
I
And
was
then
10. I was 10.
number one, number one, you know this one. Everybody on planet Earth knows this one. Ace of Base, "I Saw the Sign."
Ah,
Number
okay.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Josh, this is, by the way, Slashaholics, This is the very first time Josh has ever went over on a guessing game.
Yeah.
I am shocked, discombobulated, disconjointed, bamboozled, and flummoxed. I cannot believe he went over.
I am tired today, so I might just be a little too tired. Was any of the guesses I had the artist on the list at all?
Oh yeah, for sure, but not top
Okay.
three,
Okay.
definitely. Josh, listen, Slashaholics. Was bragging in the green room, talking to Jumpin' Jeff and Tony and all these guys about how he got these bootleg European Snickers bars, and I think there might be something in it more than like nougat and chocolate.
Actually, there's no nougat in these. That's the one thing missing from these Snickers. But yeah,
He,
they're
he
not
was like,
bootleg though. They got drugs in them.
oh yeah, I got these candy bars shipped over from overseas, and I'm like, oh, where'd you get them from? After he just told me where he got them from. Josh, let's go to the first commercial of the day. How about it, bud?
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Empire.
Dr. Dreadful here, and this is the Dr. Dreadful Drink Lab. Makes lots of gross things that taste great. Magic liquid and care for a putrid potion?
Tasty.
Here, have a squirmy worm. Now Dr. Dreadful's grossest goodies.
Monster Wart. Excellent.
The Dr. Dreadful Drink Lab makes gobs of gross things again and again. Batteries not included. It's totally
Did you have that as a kid?
I did not, but I wanted it really bad.
The commercials were fun. They were lit.
Yeah. Is that the same voice for the Crypt Keeper?
It sounds like it. I'd have to like do
Really?
some double checking, but I think so. I do
He
think
was busy. He was busy in 1994. They had the Tales from the Crypt cartoon. He's doing Dr. Dreadful, Creepy Crawlers. Did he do the voice for Creepy Crawlers?
Shoot, I don't know. I don't know.
He's all over the place though. Dr. Dreadful Drink Lab. Yes, I would have wanted that for sure. All right, Josh. We normally do the top films of 1994 or whatever year we're talking about, but we already discussed those last time. Plus, Slashaholics 1994 is historically known as like the biggest year for blockbusters. We're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna do, according to Rotten Tomatoes, the worst films of 1994.
Okay.
So, Josh, I have the top 10 here, and I also have about 5 or 6 honorable mention movies.
Okay.
And I'm just going to let you make some guesses, and I'll tell you, this is time to redeem yourself, Josh.
Okay. Congo wasn't until 95. Last Action Hero, was that 94?
It's not on my list.
I don't know.
Don't you Google it, Josh.
I just pulled up a bright screen to.
Don't you Google it.
I was just messing with
Um,
Let me think. 94. 94. God, man, a lot of movies came out that year.
a lot. Like a lot of, and some of these movies, I don't necessarily agree with their Rotten Tomato score because I actually enjoy some of these movies on this list.
Give me an actor from one.
Okay, John Candy.
Oh, Canadian Bacon.
No, you're really close. It's John Candy's last movie. How about that?
Oh yeah, Wagons East.
Yep. Wagons
Yeah.
East has a 0% score on Rotten Tomatoes.
I can see that.
So that's tied for number one. How about Kid and Play, House Party 3?
Really? House Party
Zero-
3 was one of the biggest lowest Rotten Tomatoes of.
Yeah, 0%. 0%.
Were there any horror movies on there?
Let me yeah, Brain Scan is an honorable mention. Do you remember Brain Scan?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like where Edward Furlong is playing the video game and he's actually killing people in real life.
Oh my God, that was a good one. Yes.
I actually like that movie. That's a cult classic now. Do you want to guess some more, or do you want me to just kind of run down the list?
I don't know. Car 54, Where Are You? That was a bad one.
That was number one.
Holy
That was
shit.
number one.
Okay.
0%. Let's run down the list real quick.
I don't know. Let me think some more. 1994. Major League, was it 3? Major League 2.
Number 6, 5%. I actually like that movie. I didn't understand why Wesley Snipes wasn't brought back though for the film. That was confusing.
Wasn't there like a really crappy Rosie O'Donnell movie that year?
Yeah, Exit to Eden.
Yes, yes. Oh, Pauly Shore, jury, in the army now.
That's what ruined his career. He cut his hair.
Was that in it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Here's some more. Lightning Jack.
Ooh,
Which was
I know one. I know one.
Hmm.
1994, The Next Karate Kid.
Yep, 7%. All right, a little bit of redemption for Josh then
Little
on the
bit.
music. All right, a
Mr.
little bit of
Nanny?
redemption. What's that?
Mr. Nanny? Was that out in 94?
I think Mr. Nanny was 93.
Oh yeah. So was the one of the ones I said a while ago was 1993.
Oh, hey,
Super
here's a
Mario Brothers, 93.
Is that 93?
Yeah.
Here's a great romantic comedy, Getting Even with Dad. Macaulay Culkin, Ted Danson, mega hit, 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. And then also some honorable mention stuff, Blank Check, Three Ninjas Kick Back, Beverly Hills Cop 3,
Ooh,
Richie Rich.
that cowgirl western.
Oh God, Bad Girls or something?
Yeah, bad women, bad
Girls or what? Demi Moore and
That
all
was
those.
bad.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a bad movie.
Let's do top soda brands in 1994.
Well, I know it's not Crystal Pepsi. That's 92, and it wasn't top. I don't know.
Let's go.
Coca-Cola.
Who's the number one soda brand in 94?
Coca-Cola?
Yes, absolutely. 20.3% market share. Who is number two, Josh?
Pepsi?
You're correct. 14.1%. Now, Josh is killing it here. Number three is going to kind of be confusing. What is number three?
It's going to be confusing.
It makes sense, but I would never think that it would be 3.
7-Up?
No, but I like where your head's at.
Canadian Clear? I don't know. What you got?
Clearly Canadian.
I was talking about the not the little glass bottles of Clearly. It's like Canadian.
I remember them.
What is that? What is that drink? I'm thinking about. You drink it when you're sick, like to your stomach.
Gatorade?
Ginger ale.
Oh, ginger ale.
There's a Canadian something of that, but what is it?
Number 3 is Diet Coke.
That's weird, man. That's not.
It should be included in Coke.
Yeah.
8.5% market share. Number 4. This is a big one. Number 4.
Mountain Dew.
Yep, nailed it. Got it. 7.1% market share. Number 5 is what, Josh?
7-Up, Sprite.
Think Sprite. It's Sprite. 6.7%. And Josh, I don't want to have to bring this up to you, but I'm going to do it anyway. Crystal Clear Pepsi ended in 1994.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But when it premiered, Slashaholics, Crystal Clear Pepsi came out in 92, and it actually had a 1% market share, which was huge
Yeah,
for a new soda.
yeah, it did.
It was very popular when it came out.
You know, Starry teased Crystal Pepsi twice earlier this year.
Mhm.
So people really think before the year's out, we're going to get like a 2 or 3 month run of it like we did in 17, 18, 19. So
Please bring it back. I would love that.
take my money.
Let's do a couple wrestling things real quick, and then we'll go to our next commercial break, and then we'll start breaking down the episode.
Yeah, we are going to talk Power Rangers, folks, before you leave the hateful comments.
Yeah, we'll leave a timestamp. 1994 WWF Royal Rumble winner, Josh.
1994?
Mm-hmm.
It was a tie, Bret Hart and Lex Luger.
You're correct. You are correct. Man, Josh is on fire. He killed the soda, killed the movies. All right, Josh. How did that Royal Rumble end, though?
They went over at the same time, like grabbing on each other, and like they had their feet like crossed weird, and and their feet all hit at the same time.
That was all Bret Hart, too, by the way. Bret Hart controlled the movement of their body leaving the ring. Like, he was a master. Lex Luger is even on record saying that Bret controlled the movement of their bodies going out of the ring.
Yeah, Bret is the man. He's really, him and Roddy Piper have become my favorites of all time as an adult. So, well, Shawn Michaels, as much as he was a DICK, I really enjoyed watching him from 02 until he retired in like 09 or 10. So,
what's interesting about Bret is everybody thought he was bitter and he was just full of crap. And it's like, I feel like he was later on, the time has told us he was right about everything.
Yep.
He didn't lie. He never lied. The problem with Bret, he didn't play the political game. He would just this is how I feel. This is what's going on. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. And some people don't like to hear that.
Yep. And he wanted to look out for the business a lot. You know, people are like, oh, it's not real, dude. Why are you taking it about you lose here, you win there? You know, it's like it matters. It
does matter.
You know, even it's funny. Vince McMahon made Max Moon because of Power Rangers. And he came out in like 93 when Power Rangers.
I didn't know that because the suit is very similar. Okay. That makes sense. Totally. Yeah. Josh, 1994 WCW War Games winner.
Oh, I don't know. Sting.
That's a great guess. You could just say Sting or Ric Flair, but no, it was neither one of them.
Lex Luger. No, he was in WWE.
Yeah, Lex Luger actually won War Games and the Royal Rumble.
Oh my God, I got it right.
No, I'm teasing. That would be amazing. Wouldn't that be amazing?
No. He worked for both companies in '95.
That would have been amazing.
Road Warrior Hawk. I don't know.
Okay, it was actually, this is crazy. Okay, the 1994 WCW War Games winners, the Dusty Rhodes with his son, Dustin Rhodes.
Winners. I thought you meant like one person.
Winners. So we got Dustin, we got myself, Dusty, and we got the Nasty Boys.
Eric Bischoff had just taken over, and Hogan was there. It's still fine. Those 94 and 95 are actually fun to watch, as they're so cringy at times. One of Hogan's newest lies I found out, he's like spreading, is that Roddy Piper called him 2 days after he died, left a voicemail, like forgiving him for everything and like making up with him. His spirit left a message for Hogan after he passed away. Not that Hogan just didn't see the voicemail, probably had his phone turned off, turned it on after Roddy died, and then all of a sudden the voicemail popped up, you know, that Roddy sent before he passed away. But no, Hogan says it. Yeah, my phone just got a voicemail, brother, dude, and it was Roddy, man, and you know, we buried the hatchet, brother. and his spirit, just couldn't pass on until we made up, brother, dude. And God bless him. I can't wait to see him in that big ring in the sky one day. But like, what I think happened is Hogan's phone was turned off, turned it on, and you know how like if you get a voicemail when your phone's not on, like one of the first things that happens when you turn it on is like all your messages come through.
Yeah.
I think that happened, and he was like, "What? He's spirit just wrote me." I don't know. But,
I don't recognize this area code. This must be from heaven, dude.
brother, dude.
And he's all, if he sees Roddy in heaven in the big ring in the sky, what does it matter? He's still not going to put him over.
I just can't believe he really is telling that story. Like,
you can't believe it, or it totally lines up with the way he is.
It completely makes sense. All right.
Let's go to the second commercial break, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
I've got the cheeseburgers, Carla.
Thanks, Ronald.
Rebel, I've got the cheeseburgers.
Our lunch.
Hamburger!
Ronald, hurry.
Over here.
Get back those burgers!
Catch me.
Ronald!
I'm gaining on them.
Bye-bye.
In here.
Peekaboo. Later, dude.
Follow those cheeseburgers.
Whoa.
I'll get it.
Nope, I'll get it.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Ronald makes it magic.
I want a plate of McDonald's cheeseburgers right now. It's about lunchtime when we're recording this. I'm hungry.
I could eat about 4 of the regular cheeseburgers for sure.
Oh, for sure. I remember when do you remember when McDonald's was doing like the hamburgers were like 29 cents on Monday, and then on Wednesday they were 39-cent cheeseburgers? Do you remember this?
I kind of do. I remember their hamburgers were really cheap. I didn't know. I thought the cheeseburgers were a little bit more.
Cheeseburgers, 39 cents.
And then like on the rest of the week, the burgers were like $12, to make up for the.
I had a friend in high school who was running for student council or whatever, and he got elected because he was like, Alex, we're gonna go over to McDonald's and we're gonna buy like 200 cheeseburgers and we're gonna hand them out to people, and the only thing they need to do is vote for me. They get a cheeseburger.
Oh, cool.
Totally worked. I remember handing them out to everybody at lunch.
Did he win?
Yes. Nobody else was doing that. I think he was one of the first people to have a license at that time. Yeah, he had a leg up on the competition.
Our class got in a lot of trouble because on a field trip, we went to McDonald's and we stole the Happy Meal display. Like a bunch of us stood in front of it while the other ones like kind of like got it, put it behind and picked it up and walked out the door and put it on the bus.
What?
We got caught.
What was the toy what was the toys that time?
I don't remember. It was like 1998. So
God, probably Yu-Gi-Oh or something.
Hot Wheels or something. But yeah, we got caught on the way back to school. And one time we reached out. They were doing we were on like the smaller bus, and there was a bunch of giant traffic cones, like real tall, pointy ones.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody grabbed one, collapsed it, and pulled it through the window. Got in trouble for that. We did some bad stuff.
Crazy, man. Let's leave our criminal past behind us. I cannot believe Josh is admitting to stealing the Happy Meal display when McDonald's is sponsoring us today. I cannot believe that.
Well, we had to take it to apologize. So.
Let's start breaking down the episode. All right, here we go, Josh. The new Rangers are chained to the trees. The winds have changed, Josh. So the sleep machine is starting to come their way. So Adam says we need to like do something about this. Or was it Rocky?
Has a plan.
Okay, Rocky is the one who comes up with the plan. So they're almost like setting Rocky up to be like the leader here. And they deduce that they need to get out of this situation quick or they're going to fall asleep. So Adam happens to have a soccer ball like right by his foot. He rolls it to him. He tells Rocky, hey, can you hide behind that tree even though you're chained to this tree with me?
Yeah.
So it must not be that tight. Adam yells for Rocky like, hey, keep running, Rocky. Distracts the putties. Adam kicks the ball at the putty while he's still chained to the tree. It's the putty that happens to be holding the keys to their locks.
Of course.
They fall to the ground, and the new Rangers are free, Josh.
They sure are. They sure are. For some reason, I thought the episode started with Zed, but that's after this scene, right?
Yeah, it's after. Yeah, they just skip like part one. Zed is destroying like the lost forbidden planet where the sword is at that they're trying to retrieve, and all of a sudden we're just that never happened. Just whatever.
Not yet.
Yeah, here we go. The new Rangers proceed to handle the putties with ease, so now they're actually fighting, doing a good job. They proceed to perform an elaborate series of like hacky sack soccer tricks to destroy the sleep machine with the soccer ball. So instead of just like batting the sleep machine down with like a stick or whatever, they decide to do like all these like hacky sack tricks with the soccer ball.
Yeah.
To kick the thing out of the tree.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, so totally unnecessary, but it was 1994.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what Josh was talking about. Meanwhile, Serpentera is still destroying the lost forbidden planet. The Rangers cannot budge the sword that they need for the power transfer.
Well, in the last episode, it ended with the beam already happening, but this one, it's not doing it yet. Zed has a totally different conversation with Goldar than he did at the end of the part one before pushing the button. But it's the same motion. So what they did is they just had different voiceovers, but it was the same footage. So the way part one ended was Zed was like, "It's time to destroy the planet," and he pushes the button. But this time, and it starts showing the beam going out at the end of part one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not happened yet in part two. And Zed has a totally different conversation with Goldar and then pushes the button. And now it's starting to destroy the planet. So the way part one ended was like retconned between one and this part and the other part. I think it was just because they didn't think kids would remember all that. I don't know. But
from the previous day.
Yeah, from the previous day.
From the previous day.
Completely different dialogue. Same ending, though. Same. He ends up pushing the button.
Billy has a ring. I don't remember him having this ring.
It was on the map. It was on the map.
Okay.
They took it off the map and he was holding it. But
okay. Billy puts the ring on the statue's finger because it fits perfectly like a glove, and it releases the sword. How convenient. I have that written down. Zed is rushing Goldar, though, here, guys. And they aren't close enough, but they blast anyway. Like, they're not in range. Yeah. But he's forcing Goldar to, like, prematurely blast.
Yeah, this is whenever he finally hits the button. Yeah.
Like, so he finally hits...
Yeah. Finally hits the button for the second time since part one. But yeah, it's a retcon. Now the big red beam is going out.
Yeah, the planet is absolutely just thrashed. Alpha 5 is struggling to bring back all the Rangers. So they're trying to beam the Rangers back because they just got the sword. They're trying to beam them back to the headquarters just in time. Billy has to recalibrate the teleporter to bring Tommy back. So Tommy's like the last one to come back, and he might not come back, Josh. We're not sure yet.
I don't know. I don't even know if he did. Did he? He had the sword, man. So if he don't come back, Zach, Billy, and Trini are gonna have to just give up that World Peace Summit.
Because they're staying. They're staying. 2-week notice denied by Zordon. Tommy presents the sword to Zordon. And Zordon, his dialogue here is like, I don't know if I'm a fan of it. Zordon could honestly care less. I brought you the sword here, Zordon. And Zordon's like, that is good. Don't care. Thank you. You know, that is good. Serpentera is prepping to destroy planet Earth now. Trini says they can't leave, Josh. Trini says they can't leave. Zordon shuts that down and says their last duty was retrieving the Sword of Light. Josh, when Trini has her one line of dialogue in this episode, they have her stunt double with like obviously a wig on. It looks nothing like her from the back, and the voice doesn't match at all.
No. Then they throw in like a real clip of her talking at some point, and it's weird because it's like, wait, what?
It brings even more attention to the fact that it's not her.
Yeah, and it's crazy because they haven't been on the show in like 7 episodes at this point. They've been using the stunt doubles and the other voices for 7 episodes.
Yeah.
Don't know why it took them so long to do this, but Yeah, Zordon introduces the replacements, right?
Adam, Rocky, and Aisha. Zordon starts the ceremony and the power transfer begins. So like they're not wasting any time. Like let's get this done. Zordon thanks the departing Rangers and basically throws them out. So he throws Trini, Zach, and Jason out. Like, do you remember Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah.
You remember when Uncle Phil would throw Jazz out?
Yep.
That's what I envisioned in my head. It's like, ah!
And the thing is, he throws them out in their Power Ranger suits.
Get out of here.
They're teleported. They're still wearing their Power Ranger suits, teleporting out. It's like, y'all get to keep those? Wait, what?
Yeah, well, yeah, they do for sure. They do such a disjustice to the fans at home and to the characters on screen because it's like they're so important. Jason's the leader before Tommy ever showed up. This is the core part of the core five. We don't care. Get out of here. You're done. You're yesterday's news.
Jason David Frank and them like warn them, like if you go in there and demand more money, they're going to fire you. And Austin's like, they won't do that. They won't do that. They need us. Okay, man. Same Habam or Haban or however Saban or however you pronounce it. Haim Saban. He didn't like spending money, man.
I think they were even offered. I think he even offered them a pay raise and they rejected it. Like it wasn't what they wanted. I heard they wanted a lot, and he even offered them a pay raise and they still wouldn't take it. So
guess what? Guess what happened when they left? They didn't get paid anything anymore. So
they went to do like mall tours and they were making a lot of money doing the meet and greets and stuff. But the problem is that's only going to last so long because once you're off the show and the kids see the new Rangers, it's like they're not going to care. You're the old Rangers.
And it's still another like 20 years before people, our age group started going to conventions and stuff to pay them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
yeah, Memba berries were not hitting hard yet. So Zordon assigns the Thunder Zords to the new Rangers. The new Rangers are being smashed over our heads, Josh. Like they are trying to these are the new Rangers. Like them, enjoy them.
I did like them. I really liked Adam and Rocky. I didn't really care for Aisha yet, but I did after I got to know her. Maybe it's because I watched all this as a kid, as it aired. But I liked them. Zach was getting on my nerves. Adam is my favorite Black Ranger of all time.
I like Adam. I do like Adam. And watching this, I do like what they're doing with Rocky here. They're trying to set him up as like a really decent number 2.
I think Jason Cardenas is the reason Rocky never became a leader. And I'm not trying to diss him. I just think at the time he was he had deer in the headlight eyes. He wasn't ready for what was, for this acting gig and to take the role of the leader. And I think that they had to change the writing as they went on because they realized he's not taking advantage of this moment we're giving him. Because I think they were giving it to him. But I think, I didn't mean to say Jason Cardenas. I meant to say Steve Cardenas. I think he plundered that, not plundered. What's the word I'm looking for?
Wasted it. Wasn't ready.
Yeah. He wasted that opportunity. Maybe slacked off or just didn't put in enough effort because I'm telling you, almost all the Rangers on the team were not that great of actors in the beginning, but like David Yost, Amy Jo Johnson, even Jason David Frank, they got really way better as they went on. But if you watch Rocky, he never grows from the time he joins the show here until he leaves in Turbo. It's like he was lazy. And I'm not trying to put him down because he's a great guy. I've seen interviews and people talk about him. I think at the time he just was not ready for that opportunity.
And I think you're right. And I even saw interviews with Jason David Frank where he would say that Johnny Young Bosch actually listened to his advice and things he should do. And Steve Cardenas kind of did the opposite. So I've heard that before.
So I think Rocky had potential, but he wasted that potential and they had to start writing him as a weaker character. So
yeah, he's a background character at best, as the show goes on. And then I also have a note here, they're being put over big time. So if this was a wrestling show, folks, the announcers are putting over the new Rangers, at every possible, opportunity. I have another note here, and I actually said this out loud when I was watching this. I said this to Nicole. I said, power transfer when I'm watching it in 1994. This is bullshit. And then power transfer when I'm watching it today as a 41-year-old man. This is bullshit. Like I don't. Why are they getting rid of the original Rangers? I just remember having like a.
Oh, you
This
watched? I thought
sucks.
you watched it into season 2.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought you said you quit like early on or something.
I didn't watch season 3 at all.
Okay.
I had no. When they were on motorcycles,
Yeah.
That's when I was just about done.
Okay.
Yeah, I never saw any of the Turbo,
I
but
didn't get.
Mighty Morphin, I watched until season 3 started.
Okay, Zio. Y'all saw the little teaser already. You know the Zio review's coming. It's like a 14 episode reviews arc we're gonna have to do to cover how they go from Morphin to Zio, but we'll probably do them in like pieces, like a couple
Yeah,
episodes, do something else, come back and do the next couple episodes.
pepper in some Monzi, pepper in
Yeah,
some Beetlejuice, some He-Man. Go
yeah,
back to it.
yeah. But
All
no,
right, Josh.
I didn't get to see this episode until like a rerun aired a little while later because this is the episode at the doctor's office the day because I saw part 1 on a Monday, I think, or whatever day it was, and the next day I had to go to the doctor, and I was watching it in the lobby, and right around the time that they're getting teleported from the city into the command center,
Hmm.
they called my name, and I had to go to the back, so I didn't even get to see the power transfer until a rerun aired, I think that weekend. So
I think I would have rather had my teeth cleaned than watched the power transfer because I really didn't want the Rangers to leave.
I kind of did. I kind of did. I really did. I was kind of getting tired of Jason and Zach. I like Zach in season 1, but during season 2, it's like their real life stuff was like bleeding over to the show, and you could tell they just weren't trying as hard. And I was excited to see some fresh stuff going on. But and season 2 and 3 is notorious is when they filmed a lot more American footage because the Thunderzords
Hmm.
are actually from a totally different season of Super Sentai, but they didn't want to change the suits in America because they weren't sure how that would go over. So they
Yeah.
kept the suits from like the Sentai with the Dinozords. And then the next season of Sentai, they had the Thunderzords, but they had a totally different suits. So because of that, they had to like send over all the monster suits from that season and film American footage of them fighting the small version.
Hmm.
But
Well, the White Ranger,
he was
the
part
White
of it.
Ranger, the White Ranger was also like, if you guys notice at home, he doesn't match the Mighty Morphin outfits because the White Ranger outfit is from a completely different season
Yeah, it's
as
from the one
well.
with the Thunderzords.
Yeah, they didn't.
That's why his Zord mixes with the Thunderzords. So
All right. So Serpentera is struggling, Josh.
yeah,
Super slow, super weak, no power. They used all of its energy destroying the previous planet. Zed creates a new monster on the fly to help defeat the Rangers, a giant tick.
redneck
Uh,
tick.
yeah, so business is starting to heat up, but we need to go to a commercial break.
Woo-hoo-hoo, I think I'd rather go to a commercial than have to fight them Power Rangers. Let's go. That's what he sounds like.
I think it's Bryan Cranston. I think it is.
It's always Bryan Cranston.
He does a lot of voices on this show.
For decades, Vic Karate has trained students to be Power Rangers with martial arts moves like the Rabid Mantis, the Kicking Mule, the Tsunami, and the Dreaded Doubler. Now you can be a Power Ranger with our Study at Home program and Sega's new game, Power Rangers the Movie. You'll battle new enemies from the movie and master the moves of every Power Ranger, even the White Ranger. Take Vic's advice.
If you don't buy it, you can't try it. Sega!
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the Movie for Sega Genesis and Game Gear, each sold separately.
I like that game. It's just it's I was expecting scenes from the movie though, and it's not really there until you fight Ooze. But it was still fun. It was still fun. It's just a beat 'em up. It's just a beat 'em up. It gets repetitive, but
Still fun.
the best beat 'em up ever is always going to be the first and I think fourth Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade game.
Oh man, Turtles in Time. Love it.
I played the first one so much at this pizza place. It was a blast.
Love it. All right, so here we go, Josh. The Rangers morph back into action to fight the huge tick. So they head back down to Angel Grove Park or whatever.
They don't even get a morphing sequence. That was
no, they
messed
just
up.
back to
Time.
action.
Time
Yeah.
is running out.
Yeah, back to action. He's thrashing. The Tick is just absolutely thrashing the Rangers. Putties show up too. Yeah, Putties show up too. The Rangers fight back. Putties are going down. So the Rangers are starting to mount a little bit of offense.
You Power
Zed
Rangers gonna get your butt kicked by my putties. Here they come.
Zed discovers the Rangers are at full strength and also finds out the Rangers escaped the blast from earlier. So he thought they were done. He thought they're gone.
Goldar lied to him. Goldar told him that it worked, and Zed's like, "You told me it worked, and I didn't know, Zed." And he like,
yeah. First crack in their relationship, Slashaholics. They're gonna have some making up to do later on. Zed makes the monster huge. The Rangers call for Tor, the turtle.
Not the same as Titanus. Titanus, the Ultrazord from season 1 with the big Brachiosaurus and the Megazord and the Dragonzord on top. Looks awesome. Tor, they like the Tiger Zord goes inside of it, and then the fleet sets on top of it, all the individual Zords, and then the Dragon Zord, the red Dragon Zord in warrior mode sets on top of them and like spins his staff, and they just fly into the monster. It's not as cool as Titanus, man. Titanus was awesome.
Yeah, it was a major letdown, but they're trying to sell more toys, so that's what they've got. that's what we got. The Rangers call for Tor. Rocky stays behind. So Rocky is staying behind to fight the monster alone?
Yeah.
What? This is his first battle as a Power Ranger. This is a lot of pressure.
They got to go fight Serpentera.
He stays behind. He calls for Thunderzord power. Rocky is getting worked. This is his first time by himself. He's getting absolutely destroyed. He's finally able to mount some offense and fights back. Serpentera is here. Serpentera has arrived very slowly and is ready to destroy the Rangers and Earth. Tommy calls for Tigerzord power and heads off to help Rocky. So
White Ranger Tiger power, White Ranger Tiger power, and then Red Dragon rides the tiger.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, here we go. We go to Zed, okay? And Slashaholics, if you're watching this episode at home while we're doing the review, which you're probably not, but go back and pause here. You can see the guy behind Lord Zed's mask in this scene. Like, you can not only see him, you can see his eyes, you can see his nose, you can see his cheekbones, you can see the full Monty here. Everything.
It's the lighting. It's the lighting. He's usually
not great. Yeah. You see everything. Zed commands Goldar to destroy Angel Grove. End Angel Grove, Goldar. Guess what, Josh?
They're out of gas.
They're out of gas. It doesn't work. No power.
Just enough to get home.
Yeah, Goldar left the phone off the hook. Didn't charge back up. They used too much power destroying the other planet. Zed is absolutely livid. This is brand new, Zed says. I hope that Zed still has access to his extended warranty because it's dead. Goldar screwed him, right?
Yep.
Rocky and Tommy are both getting work now, so they're getting work together.
Yeah.
Tommy calls for Tor and the other Rangers, and he calls for the other Rangers as well to use their Thunderzord powers.
And that's what I was talking about. Like, Tigerzord goes into Tor closes. The Lion, Unicorn, and Griffin set on top of Tor.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Red Dragon Warrior mode version sets. I love how it can be a dragon or the warrior. That's pretty cool. It sets on top of them and starts spinning its staff, and they just fly into the monster.
Yeah.
There's no sword. We didn't get to see the badass Tiger Thunderzord. Oh man, it was kind of
got cheated.
Yeah,
you got cheated a little bit.
I did love the episode as a kid, and I enjoyed it here. So, but back to you.
Rangers destroy the monster. The tick is gone. Goldar manages just enough power, so they're not destroying anything. They might not even get back to the moon here, Slashaholics. He manages just enough power to get Zed and himself back home. Then Zed has this massive monologue about how he doesn't care how many Rangers there are. He doesn't care when, he doesn't care where. He's going to destroy the Rangers in the future.
Great shot, I gotta say, practical shot they did of Serpentera flying towards the moon. It looked really cool. So
That was good. I was like kind of
yeah,
slinking its way back. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall inside Serpentera in that conversation. Zed just undressing Goldar the entire time, talking about how stupid he is, and we cut to the viewing globe. Okay, footage, the worst footage of all times. It's definitely not 4K /aholics of Zach, Trini, and Jason's doubles leaving for the peace conference.
Yep.
More smashing the new Rangers over our heads. Everybody's talking. Kimberly is so stoked that they have the new Rangers. Billy is stoked. Zordon does not have time. Okay, he doesn't want to hear anyone even mention Jason, Trini, or Zach's name anymore.
They're gone.
They're gone. He doesn't want to even bring their names up.
Back on the planet way earlier in the episode, right before they get teleported, the Jason replacement voice is all like, Zordon, we got to get out of here. Like, that's what it sounds like. It's so bad. But anyways, I digress. Where are we at?
So we're ending the episode. Zordon gives the new Rangers a speech about avoiding conflict when possible and choosing your battles and knowing when to fight. Coaches them up a little bit about responsibilities going forward. And the episode ends. But before we start breaking down this episode, we need to go to a commercial break.
It's coming.
Whoa! How do they cram all that graham into golden grams? Hey, maybe they take this big graham cracker.
Wrong. How do they get all that crunchy graham cracker taste into every honey sweet square?
Or maybe they...
Part of this complete breakfast. Golden grams, crammed with graham.
But how?
How do they cram all that graham into golden grams? How do they do it? All right, Josh. Did you like the episode? Were you into the plot, and were you into the storyline?
Yes, I love the episode. I love the freshness. It's like a refreshment for the show because it was getting kind of stale, especially season 1 having 60 episodes with this cast. There were so many repeated storylines and everything. And like, there was only so much that Jason could like feel insecure about being the leader. And then Jason and Tommy have to butt heads over who's the true lead. Like, I just got tired. It got really boring, but this refreshed the episode for me as a kid. And as I was watching the 2-parter, it took me back to that because at the time I was kind of losing interest a little bit other than like Tommy and Billy, and the new Rangers brought me back. So I really enjoyed it.
I said yes. It was fun. Serpentera destroying the planet was cool. It was fun to see Goldar and Zed arguing like an old married couple.
Yes.
Zed seems more evil than normal. Like he's taking business into his own hands here. I like this version of Zed a lot.
Yes.
Cool to see the new Rangers in action as Rangers, not just as like 3 high school kids. It's interesting. Kind of neat. Yeah, kind of neat. What's your favorite parts and your least favorite parts, Josh?
I'll do least favorite first. Least favorite is they didn't get to morph. You know, and I'm going to say this, Zed being more evil is great. He was always kind of more evil. Like Rita, it got so old after a while, you know, like those Billy's got a girlfriend, huh? Well, I'm jealous of that, so I'm going to put a stop to it. And, you know, every episode was like, oh, they're in a talent show and I didn't get invited. You know, like
let the Rangers have their party.
Yes. So I got tired of that. And then at the end, you know, oh, they beat me. I've got such a headache. But Zed was different. Even though it was still the same villain every episode, it was fresh and fun. He was darker than her. I hate that parents got him kicked off for the Machine Empire later. But my parents they said he was too scary. My favorite part would be the planet exploding and Serpentera. Because Serpentera was awesome, like flying into the thing.
Yeah.
And when Zach and them left for good.
Can I talk about Zed real quick? I was watching this episode yesterday, and I was thinking how he's basically has no clothes on, and the only thing between Lord Zed's manhood and the viewing audience at home is a metal
God piece.
yeah, like I don't have any other way to say it.
I think he's inside out boy, all grown up and evil. That's what I think.
Or he's like Uncle Frank from Hellraiser.
Oh, he got skinned alive. Yeah, but yeah, that
Yeah.
big old metal cod piece for sure.
I just think it's so funny that he's wearing something like that on a kids show. Just crazy.
His name is actually Lord Z,
Mhm.
but in like England and stuff, Z is pronounced Zed.
Mhm.
So that's why he's Lord Zed, but technically his name is Lord Z.
Okay.
So
My favorite, okay, least favorite parts, I'll do that first. Awful Trini spliced footage and voice. No Bulk and Skull at all in this episode.
no.
None of them. That's a bummer. The departing Rangers have almost no lines, and everything feels extremely rushed with them, like very rushed. And also, how did the Rangers escape the planet being destroyed? That it doesn't make sense.
They just got
'Cause-
teleported.
Yeah, but Tommy's way behind. Tommy should at the very least be destroyed.
Well, no, they got lost in the morphing grid thing, teleporting in between there and Earth, like he was stuck or something.
Okay,
Did
all
you
right.
Did you hear what song I used for inviting Bulk to do the getting sidetracked?
Yeah, yes. Oh yeah, I'm
it.
tagged him. Yeah, yeah. I like all that.
Be our guest.
I have that I love Zed being upset about Serpentera losing power. That's a funny bit.
Yes.
I like that they try to attempt to establish Rocky as a leader. I do like that. He fights alone, helps the new Rangers escape. I like all that stuff. So they're trying, like Josh said earlier, they're attempting to make Steve Cardenas one of the main characters, but it just didn't work.
Yeah.
It's like the Lex Express. Steve Cardenas is Lex Luger's tour bus. They're trying to make it work, but it's not working. I like when they stop doing things solo and they finally fight together to win. So it's a really good message about like teamwork. Because if you notice, Josh, Steve or Rocky's like, I'm gonna fight, blah blah blah, and then Tommy's like, well, I'll go help him too. They're just getting worked until they all unite.
Yep.
And then they win. I like that. It's a good message.
They do.
Josh, it's time to rate the episode and our scoring system today, Slashaholics. How many grainy taxi cab rides to the peace conference out of 4?
Get ready for him to go, what?
4 being the best.
4.
Huh? Excuse me?
4.
Excuse me?
4.
What?
4.
Stop. This is no boogeyman.
As a kid, I'm telling you, man.
Stop.
As a kid, this was so exciting for me. It brought me back into Power Rangers, and I felt that again when I was rewatching it. It took me back to that feeling of being like, okay, it's back. I love Power Rangers again. It's fresh. I really didn't care for Jason, so it really brought me back. I enjoyed the Zed stuff, the Goldar stuff, Serpentera, the new Rangers, the planet blowing up. I wish there was some Bulk and Skull, but there really wasn't room. I'm telling you, it's a 4 because of what it made me feel like as a kid. And then I got that feeling back rewatching it. Part 1, I did not give that flattering of a score to, but the actually seeing the transfer and everything really took me back. So I got to be honest with it. It's a 4 for me.
I have 2.5 out of 4. 2.5. And if you're keeping track at home, /Kateers, I believe that's a 3.5 or 2.5 and 4.
3 1/4, I think.
3 1/4 aggregate. So very solid rating for this episode. That's the end of the show. That's it.
He hates me now, but like that.
No, I don't.
That was really did me. This episode did bring me back into Power Rangers, and I stayed with it until the end of Zeo, and actually I stayed with it till the middle of Turbo. But yeah, you've seen the information on the screen, folks. If you want to support the channel, you can do so by becoming a channel member, going to our merch store, becoming a patron. You can shoot us an email at slashtrax2020@gmail.com, and all the information for like one-time donations, like PayPal, Cash App, all that's in the pinned comment below and the description. And you can also do a super thanks comment below as well. You know, you just click the money sign next to where you type in the comment, and you can donate $1 or $2. It's whatever you want to do. It goes a long way to keep the channel going and growing for years to come, and it helps us get more content out. So yeah.
Well, we also have memberships now. You launched memberships on the channel, right?
Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah.
Okay, and then we also have merch now, which is linked directly to the YouTube, to our YouTube.
Yeah, just
so
go
we
to
have
the channel. Yeah.
Yeah. Have merch, we have all the things. We have everything that we've heard we needed. We've got it now. Okay? Check it out. Check it out.
There, cool stuff. And you saw the little bits. A lot of you have been asking for the 13 episode arc thing from Master Vial showing up all the way to them getting their Zeo powers. That includes the Alien Ranger episode. I think it's like 3 or 4 episodes of Mighty Morphin season 3, the Alien Ranger saga, which is like 10, and then 2 episodes of Zeo. So you saw the little teasers. It's coming. We are going to do it. Can't give you an exact date. It will not be like 13 episodes of the show in a row. We'll, bust it up, put some, like he said, some smattering of other reviews in between episodes, but it is coming. And I've seen like 10 people asking for it. It's coming. Be excellent to each other. And it's crazy out there. So try to stay sane inside insanity, folks. Say goodnight, Alex.
Good night, Alex. Mahalo, dogs.
Funk, man. Very.
Wake up, it's Saturday, the vibe's just right. Oh yeah, Alex and Josh take us back to the light. He-Man and those Ghostbusters, what a sight. DuckTales and Mario will dive in tight. Slime Track Saturday, let's groove today. Cartoon classics make our worries fly away. Zelda and Mad Monster, what they gotta say. Tune in and let the review slay. Grab your cereal, let's relive the past. Oh yeah, cartoon heroes, the memories last. Alex and Josh got the humor, it's a blast. Kick back, enjoy, have a blast fast. Slime Track Saturday, let's groove today. Cartoon classics make our worries fly away. Zelda and Mad Monster, what they gotta say. Tune in and let the review slay. They break it down, oh so fine. Talking about cartoons, gonna blow your mind. From the 80s to 90s, takes us on a ride. Saturday morning styles can't deny. Slime Track Saturday, let's groove today. Cartoon classics make our worries fly away. Zelda and Mad Monster, what they gotta say. Tune in and let the review slay.
Beings who inhabit it.
And now a message from the Power Rangers.
Give me it. Leave me alone. Give me it. Now look what you did, you stupid little... Wow, Power Rangers.
You know, there's better ways for you to deal with your anger.
But my little brother always takes me off.
Come on, you need to get away from the thing that's making you angry. Then you can count to 10 and cool off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good thing we wear helmets.
Still mad? Try releasing your anger through physical activity.
If that doesn't work, you can go someplace where you know you'll be alone and you can shout out your anger.
It's okay to be angry, but it's important to express it responsibly.
You know, Evan, you really make me angry when you try and take my stuff. Sorry for losing my cool.